Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Legacy of Leaders here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Wayne Veldsman. Each week on Legacy of Leaders, we interview change-making entrepreneurs from around the globe, all about what it truly means to lead. Super excited to introduce to you today's guest, Mr. Paul Mackiewicz of #Smart. Paul, how are you doing today?
Doing awesome, man. Really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to be here. I was checking out your website a little earlier. I noticed that you said simple, clear, smart. Tell me a little bit more about what you guys do and just what sort of those words are meaning to you.
Yeah, the entire the genesis of this company came about with me working in the digital marketing industry for over 10 years. And I was with two different Inc. 500 fastest growing companies. And it was fantastic to kind of see just all these different aspects of the digital world: social media management, reputation management, business listings, SEO, website design, email marketing, get into all these different aspects. But the one thing that was always evident is just that the churn rate was so incredibly high, and that these digital marketing companies really didn't look at the customer interactions how I thought would build a legitimate company long term. So the focus of #Smart, and the reason that we're simple, clear, and smart is because I'm an Army veteran, and we really push hard the Army core values of transparency, selfless service, honor, duty. We really want to ensure that the client experience is the next level. My wife works in high-end hospitality. She's at all these five-star hotels. And so I'm always picking her brain and really trying to find a way to best serve our clients and to always be available for them, and to really provide them not only with the tools and the knowledge, but our availability that, we can ensure that we're portraying them online in the right light. And the only way you can do that is by really getting to know them.
Truly getting to know them. I love that. It's interesting that you're saying those Fortune 500, the Inc. 500 companies, the churn rate was so high. What do you think caused that? Was it just they weren't available enough? Was there an ethics and transparency problem? What sort of do you equate that to?
Yeah, I think probably the biggest issue, at least in my opinion, maybe some of the CEOs of those companies would tell you different, but what I found was actively reaching out to the client and seeing what we can do better. Actively, really proactive work. If I see that a social media post is doing really well for a client, I don't want my team to sit on their hands here. Let's take advantage of that momentum. Let's boost it, because obviously it's doing something. Let's push it out and get a wider audience on it, because it's obviously engaging people in the right ways. If I'm doing website analytics and I'm seeing traffic patterns that are coming from some sources that we didn't expect. Maybe Yelp is driving a lot of traffic for us, or directories, or we're not getting enough traffic from certain directories that we really should be. We take those proactive steps and we just do what has to be done. We do the important things. We're not going to sit on our hands or email a client saying hey, is it okay if we, kind of do those things? It's more about proactively actually taking the actions and then letting them know, hey, just say, no, we did this, this, and this. We really wanted to be sure that we took advantage of that opportunity. And so, that proactive thought mindset, again, it kind of comes back to my wife. And, when she has a high-end client coming into her hotel, she knows maybe it's a kid's birthday and, there's going to be Spider-Man balloons in the room, or a cake, or, maybe she knows any dietary restrictions that they have. And so when she sets up a dinner appointment for them, the waiter already knows that. That's that next level of service that it's just not available in the digital marketing world at all. And so it's one of the big things that just drill into my team constantly is, we have to be proactive. We have to be thinking about them.
Provide that next level of service. Beautiful.
Yeah, even if they're not thinking of us, if they're not, it's amazing how many clients that, we send an email to and we don't get a response back, right? Every digital marketing company felt that before. Hey, give me your keywords, give me your locations, tell me what's going on at the firm, and nobody's getting back to you. So I like doing just pop-ins. I'll show up at a client's place and be like, hey, so I haven't heard from you in a little bit here. I want to be sure that we're doing a good job for you.
If I can cut you off and ask you, just to equate it a little bit to leadership, you're talking a lot about communication stuff, proactively helping people. And you said even do stuff before you kind of get approval, which takes a lot of trust, right? How do you sort of build that trust with clients to have them allow you to take actions for them before they necessarily even say, yes, you can do this small thing?
It's a good question. Honestly, I don't think about it a whole lot. I think that so many businesses are really ingrained in this world of like, if I'm not telling somebody to do something, they're not going to do it. And I think once the first, 2, 3 occurrences happens of, hey, we saw this, we took advantage of it, we wanted to jump on this opportunity, it's generally just more gratefulness that somebody's actually thinking of them as much as they're thinking about their own business. As far as building trust with clients, I think trust is huge. I think that nothing is more important than the first 60 days that you're working with somebody. And in that first 60 days, we have a very regimented process that we're following to make sure that there's enough touch points, make sure that we're sending explainer videos about the dashboard that we utilize, sending explainer videos when we hand off a website, how to use the editor mode so that if they wanted to add a blog or something, they could do it. And they have this resource right in their hands. Certainly send it to us, we'll help you out, but you've got this resource and here's a video on how to do it. And really thinking, putting yourself in the shoes of that entrepreneur and thinking like, if I had to do this thing, what would be my resource? They're not going to Google it. They're not going to look it up. But building that trust is huge. You proactively
have to give them the tools. Yeah, build that trust in the first 60 days, regimen to make sure you have enough touch points. Amazing, right? Communication, end of day, being there for your clients, even before they know that they need it.
And finding commonalities. It's big.
I was
just going to say, finding commonalities with them. I used to be a golf pro and I play golf a lot. A lot of my clients are doctors and attorneys. So that's certainly like a trust builder. When they hit their 1 year anniversary, I sent them a gift card for a golf course. And of course, it's got enough for 2 people to play. So they're kind of like forced to take me. And I sent them a little sleeve of balls with our logo on it. And it's all kind of like that. Yeah, right. It's that nice, high-end hospitality thought, but brought into marketing, which people it really blows them away. It's awesome.
Brought into marketing, blows them away. Paul, beautiful. Hey, time flies. Like, thank you so much for being here, Dad. I'd love to invite you back, but I truly appreciate your time and your insights.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, our pleasure. Everybody else out there, thank you for tuning in today. If you want to learn more about Paul and #smart, visit us over at dailyadbrief.com. Until next time, you've been listening to Legacy of Leaders. We'll see you soon.